Hola, buenos días.
Buenas tardes, buenas noches.
This is Barb.
And this is Estella.
And welcome to
Cafecito.
and Crime. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day. Happy Halloween.
Oh, yeah, this does go up on Halloween.
Yes, it does go up on Halloween.
I forgot.
What is everybody going to be? What are you going to be for Halloween?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, that's
What are you going to be for Halloween?
I am going to be a hot mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a regular civilian.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how are you doing? How's your day been?
It's hot.
It's hot.
But it finally rained, so yay.
Yeah, when I went outside, it was kind of weird because we haven't seen the rain in that
It's been like a good over a month and a half.
for sure.
Yeah.
Probably. And then the day that
I think it's supposed to rain on Halloween too.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow and it's supposed to rain
Into the weekend.
Yeah, pero
Allegedly.
I think that it's supposed to stop in la tarde, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like
hopefully.
so it doesn't rain. Like it doesn't ruin trick-or-treating.
The trick-or-treat. Yeah. I'm
trick-or-treat.
going to go trick-or-treating with my kids tomorrow, but we're going to another neighborhood because our neighborhood never has any, like, they don't even turn on the lights. But, I mean, I do live next to, all my neighbors are fairly old. But, I mean, you would think, right? Pero no, nadie. So,
I just don't think it has been the same since COVID.
to be honest.
Yeah.
And I wish that my kids didn't want to go trick-or-treating because, honestly, I don't want to go.
Do they?
But they do. Yeah.
Oh.
This year, they both
I don't
asked
think,
me
did they
to.
go last year?
No, they
right?
didn't go last year or the
See?
year before. But they didn't go last year because my dog bit my son. And he
It
cried.
ruined the day.
And it ruined the day. So what I did is I told him, it's okay. We're going to watch Harry Potter on. And that's what we did. And then I also want to tell you my horror story that happened to me. So yesterday, I came to my garage. And I was I started washing my scrubs because I needed to wear them for today, right? So then I'm over here washing. I got excited because I found a new bottle of Suavitel. And if you know, you know. When you find shit that you didn't know you had, it's amazing, right?
Oh, you found it in your house?
Yeah, no,
okay.
Here in the garage.
Por eso.
Pero I lost it for some reason. Don't ask. Anyway, so then I'm like, fuck. Let me go ahead and put everything to wash. Yo bien emocionada. I have soap now. I can finish washing all my shit. I left the washer on. I put the soap, as you can see, Estela can see it. It has on top of the washer. And
there's a
y ahí
dispenser.
estaba el dispenser. En un lado puse el soap y puse también el Suavitel.
Mm-hmm.
So I left, went upstairs to go do my business, whatever. When I came back, the whole bottle of Suavitel or the Downy was all over the floor.
Who was it?
The actual washer. So when the washer spun the fucking clothes, it flew. I mean, and I think you can smell it a little bit. Can you smell that? It smells like Suavitel a little? Or like Downy?
I have a deviated septum.
Oh, really? Don't tell everybody your business. Pero anyway.
You do?
All the time.
Yeah.
So then I am walking in here and I mean, covered the floor. I mean, this wasn't like a small, it was like the big Downy.
I can smell it a little bit, but
Yeah.
I just figured you just did laundry because tienes ahí unas camisas colgadas.
No, pues sí hice laundry, pero I mean, literally the floor was completely blue from the fucking Downy.
Who cleaned it?
Me. Because
Yikes.
who else would clean it, right? So then I come and I call the deviated septum. Okay. So I call my husband and I'm like, hey, dude, come in here and you have to see this. And guess what's the first thing he tells me?
Who did it?
No. Why would you put the soap up there? I said, where else am I going to put it? En la cabeza? ¿O qué vergas? I'm like...
Well, you have some shelving right above your washer and your dryer.
I do have this shelving there, but if you pour it there, you put the other one on there, my first thought is not going to be...
Right.
Don't
You wouldn't
leave
think
your
it. Yeah.
fucking
And it
Downy
hasn't
here.
never happened before.
Never.
So.
This was my first time. So I had folded the clothes and I left them. And because I was going to put the rest of it. And guess what? The fucking Downy was everywhere.
Tragic.
And now I have to
Go buy another one.
Buy another one. Yeah. That was great. But anyway, going on to better news. Or I don't know about better.
No, I wouldn't say better.
No, yeah, better news. My hair.
Oh, yeah, not this case.
No, I wasn't talking about the case. I was talking about got my hair done today.
Yeah, literally. You came fresh off the press with new pelos. Nuevas greñas.
Nuevas greñas. And I want to give a shout out to my hairdresser, Miss Brenda. She does follow us, so she's amazing. Thank you so much. And she did amazing. She's like, I went in there thinking one thing, and then I always come out thinking, when I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, this is so perfect.
Yeah.
It goes beautiful. So yeah, thank you, Miss Brenda. Now we can go on
to the not so
to
great
the not so great
news,
which is
the
your
case.
case. So today the case is going to be brought to us by Estela. So where we're going, Estela?
For today's case, we are going to San Antonio, Texas.
Los San Antonios?
No, San Antonio, sin ese. No es plural.
Okay.
Pero no sé si no habías escuchado de él.
Es que había más de uno.
Okay.
There was more than one. I'm pretty sure somewhere.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't want you to confuse them,
Didn't want to get confused. But let's go to, if you would like to come with us to San Antonio, go ahead and grab your cafecitos.
And let's get started.
Your Halloweenski cafecitos.
Yes.
Yee.
Now, the fun, random, interesting facts.
Oh, more than one?
More than one, yes.
Okay.
About San Antonio is that according to satexastoday.com, 6amcity.com.
Not essay, like essay.
Like San Antonio, SA.
Oh. I thought you said like essay, like that's
No.
my essay,
satexastoday.6amcity.com.
All of that?
Yes.
You imagine? Okay.
A large fried chicken chain was born across the street from the Alamo. Want to guess which one? I know Barbie doesn't like fried chicken, but
I don't.
But
I like chicken tenders, but I can't do fried chicken.
Yeah.
Something about the meat and the bones. I'm not talking about it. Okay. I don't know. Churches? Oh,
Ding, ding, ding,
no.
ding, ding,
I
ding.
hate churches.
now the first location opened in 1952 under, quote, Church's Chicken. Church's Fried Chicken to Go.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, that was the first name. I'm sorry. I probably
was
need
a
to make
lot.
my font bigger.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's the fun fact. You know
Wait,
where it originated
you can't
from.
just like fucking ride by Church's Chicken. Like
What
that's
else
a
do you
big
want to know?
fucking deal.
Yeah, it is. I didn't
So
know.
is that why they're like a church? Because they were in front of the Alamo?
No,
¿Se parece?
no.
Oh, I mean, I figured. So allí estaba enfrente?
Yeah, it's like across the street.
And that's where they made
The
like
first location.
There's no fucking way.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
And it was called Church's Fried Chicken to Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that one.
Yeah, I had no idea. I've never thought about the
blown.
origin of Church's Chicken.
I don't like churches. I don't like church's chicken.
Or
And
any fried.
Or any fried chicken. But the biggest one is because when I was younger, my mom used to make me eat it at fuerza. Like I didn't have a choice.
So
And
is
then
that why you don't like it?
No, because that was our outing. Like we would get church's chicken.
Estaba barato por una
Porque-
cubeta.
Sí, te
Like a
daban
family.
Like a family thing. Your mom would
Yeah,
buy
we
you
used to
guys
eat,
that.
yeah. Well, yo nomás me comía la pura fried skin. Ya no me comía, I wouldn't eat anything else. Like yo no me comía el pollo. I would just eat the fried skin because I like that.
That is gross. So then I don't know why. I just cannot. I cannot do it. But any fried chicken, like I don't know.
I
It's
know.
like
Not any.
the bone and everything. I can't. Pero si es un chicken strip, I'm down.
Yeah, well, that's different.
I'm
You don't
down.
have to,
I'm down.
I understand.
Pero te acuerdas cuando la gente andaba diciendo que en fried chicken they would fry rats?
Yes.
Dude, did they ever have anything like? Was that like proven?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I don't know, to be honest. Don't quote me on that.
And what's the other one?
Another fun fact about San Antonio, Texas, is that the city is home to the tallest cowboy boots sculpture in the world.
I've seen them.
Yeah, sure have.
They're pretty big.
Standing at 35 feet tall.
I could probably fit them.
I think so. And you just looking for boots?
Bro, I can fit them. Dude. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my boot story. So we're going to a trip,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be really cold. It's in December, right? And so then Estela's like, dude, like we need like snow fucking boots because it's like gonna be cold. So
Well,
I'm like,
I feel like you need some because no tienes.
no tengo because
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere cold.
Yeah.
Like I live in the fucking devil's vagina, right? So then I'm like, okay, so cool. I'm gonna look them up, and then today I'm not lying to you. They're snow boots that are area, like the branded like cowboy boots that we usually buy cowboy boots
For the rodeo?
For the rodeo. They have snow ones, and I sent them to Stella. I'm like, bro, there's not even a better pair of fucking snow boots. But anyway, that's so cool.
Yeah. Now, and the last one.
Oh, you had three.
Have
Oh
tres.
shit.
The San Fernando Cathedral.
Yeah, you said that shit wrong.
Yeah, cathedral, which was founded on March 9th of 1731, is the oldest church in Texas and one of the oldest in the U.S.
Damn, 1731?
That's when it was founded, but it is actually believed that the first attempt to build the church was on May 11th, 1738.
What the hell?
And 10 years later, a donation was approved to actually complete the church. So since then, it's been standing since the 1700s.
That's probably why the name of churches is churches. I told you, it has something to
It was
do.
inspired.
It had to be. The chicken?
Inspired by the... You know what? You might be right, because I didn't think about that.
Yeah, the church's chicken, duh.
Yeah, maybe you should, like,
because
put it on Reddit, start a thread or something.
Do they have, like... I don't think churches has, like, a mascot, or see.
I don't think so.
Pollo?
No.
I'm telling you, it's a church.
Not pollo campero.
No, pollo campero sí tiene.
Por eso, pero it's not pollo campero.
Okay, but okay, cool.
Yeah.
Those are really good, interesting...
Random facts.
So
now you know that where churches came from, the tallest boots are at, and where one of the oldest churches in the U.S. is.
I also saw that San Antonio, Texas has the tallest Catrina. They were like in the, like, I guess in like the world record or something, and they literally made the tallest
I believe
Catrina.
it.
So if anybody knows, if someone out there doesn't know what a Catrina is, it's like what we call like
I guess a skeleton.
A skeleton? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
for Dia de los Muertos.
For Dia de los Muertos, yeah.
And then I did see another fun fact. It was that one of the high schools in San Antonio had the biggest tamalada ever. I think I don't know if they said it was like 1,100 tamales were made.
Holy shit!
Or 1,700 or 17,000. Quién sabe?
Dude,
but yeah,
that's a lot of fucking tamales.
I know,
because we make tamales and we make like a little bit and we're tired.
Yeah,
we're really tired.
I'm thinking about it. I'm
oh
like,
shit! I just wanted
sentar.
tamales right now. Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
But anyway,
any whore. Like I said, for today's case, we are going to San Antonio. That's not where the case begins, but that's where it ends. Mm-hmm. Now, Andreen Nicole Anderson was born in Port Antonio, Jamaica, on September 23rd of 1989 to parents Hyacinth Farron and Paul Anderson. Mm-hmm. She had one sister, Cindy, and I'm assuming at one point sus papás se separaron porque su dad got remarried to a woman named Paulette.
I hope so, because if they were not separados and he got remarried.
No, I mean, I don't know if they were like actually married, her parents or something, you know? A lo mejor nada más estaban juntados. I don't know their life like that.
Maybe they were juntados, yeah.
Yeah. As a kid, she attended Norwich Primary School and then later Titchfield High School. And Andreen always did well in school. Not only was she smart, but she was also really driven in her studies and wanted to better herself.
Wait, before you move on. So she was going to school allí in Jamaica?
Yeah, that's where she was born.
Okay.
Yes.
So she was born and they were in Jamaica. They didn't move away yet.
No,
okay,
right. After high school, she attended Excelsior Community College, where she received her associate's degree in business, specializing in marketing.
Maybe we should talk to her.
We need it.
A
close childhood friend of Andreen, named Mandy, later said that she and Andreen didn't grow up with a lot and dreamed big. And those big dreams of having more and being successful would become a reality if they moved to America. Mm-hmm. For Andreen, that opportunity...
For the American dream.
Yep. For Andreen, that opportunity would come soon. In the summer of 2009, when she met Andreen McDonald.
Not Andreen and Andre.
I know.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Now, Andre, like Andreen, was a native of Port Antonio.
También.
Yeah. At the time that they met, he was a captain in the U.S. Air Force who, of course, was stationed in the United States. He was stationed in Florida.
Okay.
In May, he actually returned to Port Antonio to attend a funeral, and that is where he met Andreen, who was about 10 years younger than him. The couple quickly connected, and she was very excited about Andre, and Andre was really excited about her. So not long after meeting and began starting to date, they got married. So they met in May and were married by July.
Holy shit, that was quick. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that quick. People get married faster.
Yes. Now married, the couple moved to San Antonio, where they soon settled in and began their life together.
Oh, because he was in the military.
Right.
And so then there's...
Se la trajo.
Sí, pero hay una base in San Antonio, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
Andreen wasted no time getting back into her studies. She attended the University of Texas at San Antonio, where she got her bachelor's degree in business and finance. And soon after she graduated, she would put her degrees to use. At the age of 22,
wow,
Andreen and Andre began an assisted living facility business called Starlight's Home.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like you said before, she was driven. So she really was. Because if it would have been me, I'm like, nah, I'm going to dormir todo el día. Fuck yeah. Shit, I'll be like, fuck all
I'm tired
shit.
from writing all these papers.
Ya me quiero gozar. Like.
So she knew, I mean, she was.
They were really driven.
Yeah,
she
wanted
like,
what she.
I feel like Andreen and Andre, se llama, ¿verdad? Andre kind of like, they both had that same vibes.
Yeah.
So, like they were...
On the same
¿Cómo se
page.
les llama? Like, ándale, como que they would go off their vibe.
Andre liquidated his 401, como dice Phoebe in Friends, and sold his
401. Oh my God, not the 401.
and sold his BMW that he had at the time to get the business off the ground and help bring to life
Their dream.
Yeah, especially on
That
dreams.
is amazing.
You know?
But that's amazing, but scary at the same time because liquidating the 401 is scary.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's my biggest fear. Besides another one of my fears that we talked about.
Their business took off and became a multi-million-dollar business within 7 years.
Danger.
Yeah, like many businesses, obviously it started off slow with only 3 residents. And by the time the case took place, it had 2 locations.
What?
Yeah,
that is
tenía.
amazing. More power to them. They better work.
Yeah.
That's
Andreen and
cool.
Andre were very successful and wealthy. And it seemed like Andreen had achieved her lifelong dream. I mean, this is what she wanted since she was a little girl, you know, coming from nothing. And even though she had millions, she remained very humble.
Millions.
Yes.
Not thousands.
They were millionaires.
Danger.
Yeah.
They were good. So their 401k, they probably put all the money back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Times 2.
Times 2.
Or 3.
Or 3, yeah.
Yeah.
I was worried about the 401k, you know?
She had a great reputation in the community and in the field that she worked in. They referred to her as a rising star, and she was so young.
Yeah. She was how old? So you said it was 5 years or 7?
She,
so she was 22?
met him when she was 9. She graduated when she was 22 when she started the business.
So
So 7 years. That by the time she was like 28 because
she wasn't even fucking 30.
Right.
That's crazy.
yeah, she like I said, she had a great reputation, and she fed the homeless.
Yes, girl.
Gave back to the humanity. She loved to take care of others. She was very involved in her business. Like she ran that shit.
Good. Oh my God, that's so amazing.
By 2019, from the outside in, it seemed como que the McDonald's así tenían todo. Like they were the perfect couple.
Wait, McDonald's?
That was their last name.
Oh, I
Andreen
thought you
McDonald.
said like McDonald's, like
Mickey D's?
Mickey D's.
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say they
obviously
wanted McDonald's. They
She
could
went
buy
from Andreen Anderson to Andreen McDonald.
McDonald.
Cuando se casó con Andre. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that always happens.
Well, yeah, pues te casaste, güey.
No, sí, güey, pero yo estoy diciendo que ya, eso siempre pasa. Tú siempre piensas que todo está con madre and then it's not con madre.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, never.
Everybody always...
Ever.
Yeah. So not only were they a successful couple, but also seemed to have the perfect family because Andreen and Andre had a daughter.
Oh, really?
Elena. Yeah.
Not Elena with an A. Or with an E.
No, with an A.
All the A's.
All the A's.
All the A's.
Now, she's reported, I'm not sure exactly when she was born, pero it's reported that la tuvo soon after they got married.
So in her 20s, early 20s. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
por ahí.
And she still went to school and she still was boss bitch?
Yeah.
Danger. That's crazy.
Wait, espérate. Not only that, but she was fit.
Stop.
No, yeah.
Wow.
So
Can't relate.
as a busy woman, Andreen had a strict routine that she followed religiously. Como que she wouldn't deviate of that. Her day began at the gym where she was at 5 a.m. to make it to work by 8.
Okay.
She never missed a day. And if something ever came up, like many other cases, she would let somebody know, especially when it came to the business that she ran. Porque tampoco no se lo puede dejar a nadie, Obviously, you have to have people that you trust whenever you're not there, pero ella siempre dejaba saber.
Most of the time, like, you can have a manager, pero most of the time, like, you're the one that's there taking care of everything.
Yeah.
And if you want something to succeed, también, because you want to make sure that there's some people that are like, they're more a little chill, pero hay unas que they're like, no, I need to be here.
Yeah, on top of it.
On top of it.
Yeah. So when she didn't show up for work on March 1st of 2019.
That already red flag.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know her and I already can tell that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her employees and her family soon became worried. They tried to call her, but she wasn't picking up, and she was soon reported missing.
Hell yeah.
Now, I saw some sources that say that her mom reported her missing, but other sources said that her friends reported her missing. So, quién sabe. But
somebody reported
her missing.
¿Y su mom vivía en San Antonio también?
No, su mamá vivía en Florida.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A deputy was soon dispatched to the McDonald's home, which was in an upscale home gated community.
I can imagine.
While nothing seemed to be like in disarray or nada estaba como quebrado or looked like it was a mess, something did seem very wrong in the home. While the deputy walked through the house, he noticed that there was like what appeared to be like a red stain on a wall, and en un light switch había como pedazos de pelo stuck to it. Como también como con sangre, que parecía sangre, pues. Not only that, Pero cuando se salió de la casa y fue a la backyard, encontró como like a random burn pile. O sea, un patch nomás así bien raro. Está todo pinche verde. Así like...
I mean, we do live in Texas. Y está caliente,
no, güey, pero no está seco, güey. Quemado negro.
Oh, I thought you meant like seco, like...
No, like seco grass?
Yeah.
Amarillo? No. Talking about black patch.
I was about to say, because we live in Texas, my shit's burnt all the time. My shit's burnt right now.
Yeah, well, maybe you should water your grass.
Maybe it should rain. How about that?
It just rained. It's coming.
So, yeah. And then it's going to be winter, se va a quemar todo como quiera. for the week that we have winter?
Yeah. And like I said, there was a random burn pile y había un zipper ahí en el burn pile. Eso sí, you could tell right away that it was un zipper.
That's kind of weird. Just like a random ass zipper.
Black patch.
Black patch and a zipper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigators soon arrived at the scene and also found that Andreen's purse and keys todavía estaban adentro de la casa.
Okay.
Along with her carro. The only thing that they couldn't locate was her cell phone. Andre was soon contacted and was told that his wife had disappeared. So he told the deputy that morning, or when he was talking to the deputy, he had woken up and gotten their daughter ready for school and then made his way to Lackland Air Force Base, where he was a cyber warfare analyst.
That is badass.
With top secret security clearance.
Fuck yeah. Dude, that's badass.
How do you
get that job? Can I apply? No, I can't apply. No, they wouldn't give me a job. I back credit.
You know how I was reading like a meme that say that I just apply. I've been trying to find a job. I just applied to be a doctor. You never know.
You never know. That's me. I could be a top security
cyber
whatever.
warfare analyst.
I could be. I mean, I'm just gonna a ver si pega.
But what do you do with top secret security? Like, can you contact the White House? Do you have them on speed dial?
I think that with top fucking
security, top secret security,
you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Like, who's on your speed dial?
I'm probably
the press,
the Secret Service.
The press?
Yeah, the Secret Service.
Do you get to write in the
TikTok? I don't know. I don't think TikTok, pero
I don't think that makes sense.
That makes no sense, pero I'm just saying, like, the higher power, the fucking like NASA and shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
So,
imagine how much money he made.
I don't know. I mean, a lot.
Yeah, because you have to get paid a lot to be able to be top secret
clearance, security clearance.
Not everybody could be that.
No.
There's probably like
levels.
2 people that has that top secret clearance, and he's one of them. So,
or he was,
or he made all that money, so he had money.
Yeah. So Andre soon rushed home after speaking with the deputy, but just as soon as he arrived to the house, se fue otra vez.
So la niña ya estaba grandecita.
Ya tenía como 6 años por ahí.
Yeah, okay. So he's saying que él la llevó a la escuela.
Yeah, y se fue a trabajar. Yeah.
Pero his wife, he didn't see his wife?
No, porque ella para el gym andaba
ya estaba en el gym.
Yeah,
okay, sí, ya estaba en el gym. Okay.
So he decided to go look for Andreen at a nearby hospital since, she was known to suffer from migraines.
That was a weird thing to do.
And you can pull up the surveillance videos online. They're all online. Y si ves, cuando él llega al hospital, he approaches the front desk and asks for his wife. He is told that there is someone with the last name McDonald in room 3. So what you don't see in the surveillance is Andre going to room 3 because he leaves the hospital. And he heads back home and tells her family and police that she's at the hospital.
But he never goes and verifies that that's her.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
well, I mean, teniendo top flight security,
maybe he just knew.
He just knew.
He just knew.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Tenía también el satélite en la cabeza, en el cerebro.
Like he knew.
He has the vibes running through him.
Okay. I was just making sure porque, I mean, with all that top flight security that you have and you didn't even go make sure that was her, pero está chido, you know, whatever.
So they verified this. They called the hospital.
So this fool just walked out.
Yeah.
Like he didn't, okay.
And he went back to the house. He's like, hey, she's at the hospital.
En vez de decirles, let me go run and check on her and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to verify
great.
that, a deputy calls the hospital and he is told that the person with the McDonald last name is someone else and not Andreen. So the police, like you were just saying, the police are looking at Andre like, why would you leave the hospital before seeing your wife? Right?
Not only before seeing your wife, but before verifying that was her and then coming to us and
telling us that she was there.
Wasting my non-type flight security person. You're wasting my time.
What do you call it?
Top flight security.
Top secret security.
No, top flight, like the movie. Like Friday.
Hold on, I have something in my eye. Now, to this, cuando le preguntaron, hey, ¿por qué te largaste del hospital? You know? He said that he rushed home because he had left his phone there and he wanted to let his mother-in-law, Andreen's mom, know that she had been found at the hospital.
He's fishy. I don't know what he did, but he did something.
So at this point, investigators and CSI were looking over and examining the house. The CSI team confirmed that the red stains that were on the walls and were blood, and I think they were in the bathroom. When investigators began to question Andre about the last time he had seen Andreen, he told them that it was the night before, so el 28 de febrero.
Well, it makes sense si se durmió.
Right.
Y luego ya se levantó y ella estaba en el gym.
Yes.
It makes sense.
So él dijo that they had gone to a tax preparer's office. I think it was H&R Block or some shit. And they had argued over the business on the way home. Se pelearon, se agarraron de la greña. When they made it home, he left again and went to, up the road, he went to a gas station. It was a Shell to cool off.
He's just leaving the house all day. Like
he was getting a little breather, and that is confirmed by surveillance from the gas station también.
Oh, no. If my husband and I are fighting, you're staying right here. You're going to listen to me, and we're going to fight.
You fight by yourself porque él no te dice nada.
No me dice nada.
After cooling off, he returned home and dijo that he went to a separate bedroom y durmieron separados.
So, por eso dice que no la había visto desde el día antes, right?
Right, okay. De la noche antes, right. So, since they couldn't locate her cell phone, they checked to see if her credit cards or passports had been used, but they hadn't. So, there was no activities,
no,
nada.
Porque her purse was in the house.
Right. No leads there. So, esa noche que desapareció ella, they were in the home up until 2 a.m, like looking over everything. Y no encontraron nada. They didn't find any clues or anything besides just those stains and that random burned patch.
With the zipper.
With the zipper in the backyard.
Let's take a quick break.
Persons of Interest is back, and it's bigger than ever.
That scream will echo in my head for many years.
Taser! 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 He's gonna shoot! Oi! Shot fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Stay out! You gotta go on you!
He had the perfect aim.
I am absolutely stressed at that point. I have no idea where my officers are.
Persons of Interest available everywhere you get your podcasts.
And that the husband, top flight security, went to the hospital y que no era ella. Mm-hmm. That's all they have.
Yes, which is really nothing. So Andre at first was very cooperative, but not long after, he clamped up. Y ya no quería...
He clamped what?
Up. Ya no quería hablar.
Oh, like a cramp?
Clamp. Like a clamp?
Oh.
Ya no abrió el hocico?
That makes no sense, but okay.
It
Go
does.
ahead.
But not long after, he clamped up and stopped answering questions and got a lawyer, an attorney, pues.
Why do you need an attorney if you didn't do nothing, brother?
You always need an attorney, even if you don't do anything.
I mean, if you're trying to find your wife, I wouldn't have thought of that. Like, I'm trying to find my husband and he's lost. Fuck the lawyer. I'm trying to make sure I find my person.
So obviously, yeah, get a lawyer. Like, okay, that wasn't suspicious. What was suspicious is that he stopped talking. Like, why would you stop talking?
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what his lawyer told him to.
Yeah. You talk through us. Especially because he has top secret security clearance.
Bitch, he has top flight security, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, he can do whatever he wants.
Now,
I wonder what his password is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Caldo de pollo.
A lo mejor.
45.
At.
Exclamation point. I'm sure that's it. Enchiladas verdes. I'm sure that is fucking it. I knew it.
His password is San Antonio 123.
Bro, top flight security has for sure flautas de pollo 23. I'm sure.
At.
So
obviously they started looking at him funny. $sign.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna use that next. I know you will.
Let me write it down.
Don't be trying to come and open Estella's computer because that's going to be it.
So obviously they started looking at him funny. Like they were just, squinting at him.
Not the squinting.
Yes.
Oh, girl.
An undercover investigator
that gives you wrinkles.
Was assigned to stake out the house.
Yeah.
So at 2 p.m. the next day, so this is March 2nd, the said investigator that was placed at the home, he saw que Andre was backing out of his driveway. Y luego he noticed que una de las puertas del garaje se miraba dañada.
Oh, like
Yeah.
he crashed into it.
Como que le metieron un chingazo.
Oh, okay.
And then, so the investigator, he made note of it and stuff. He was like, okay.
Mental note?
Yeah, mental note.
Or wrote it down in his notebook.
Andre was followed to a gun store
What the fuck?
where he purchased a 9mm handgun and ammunition.
We're in Texas.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's
People go,
legal. I mean, I don't see nothing fishy with that.
I'm sure that's why you have top secret security clearance.
I'm just saying.
You know,
You have to protect your top secret security
Like, do you
clearance.
show your license for that, or do you show your top secret clearance card?
I don't know. Either
Your
one.
badge.
You can do whatever the
Or
fuck
you do
want.
both.
I want to know what the fuck his password was.
We're never gonna know. And
Never. Oh,
maybe they doesn't even need a password. Maybe they thumb fingerprint your shit. Oh, they
Your
do your eyes.
eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Or your teeth.
No, I think it's your eyes.
No, because the eyes is too general. Like
No, it's
anybody
not.
would think eyes. You
I can
wouldn't think
open the
teeth,
hat.
bitch. Yes, you can.
I think it's more better your eyes
Not
than
more
your
better. Oh yeah, Miss
than
Culture.
your thumb.
Yeah, Miss Culture, more better.
More better.
Oh, wow.
Better.
Yeah. So I just want to know what that was. But okay,
I
we're
wonder-
in Texas, so buying a gun.
Maybe you don't even need a password. Maybe you just swipe your badge.
Maybe you just breathe. No.
Maybe.
Okay.
Now, like I said, lo encontraron ahí en la gun store. Again, you can see it in surveillance. He was just buying a 9mm.
Just something simple, algo leve.
Cuando se salió de la tienda, he was like quickly confronted by some investigators.
Be like, hey, what are you doing, bravo?
Y lo arrestaron.
What?
It was again on surveillance. I mean, you can see it online. They just came out of nowhere. It looked like a mini SWAT operation porque hasta lo tiraron al piso y toda la cosa.
Damn.
Así con pistolonas, así mamalonas, así bien
Pero
grandotas.
los cuernos de chivo. Pero my question is like, ¿qué hizo? Because he just bought a gun.
Right, but they were just staking him out. You know, they had already had other information.
I'm pretty sure he was calling out for his lawyer at that point.
When he was then after he was arrested, he was turned over to military
Not the
authority.
military. Not the military.
Military authorities for a mental evaluation.
I think that they have to do that.
They
I
have
think
to do
that's
that.
like a protocol, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just wonder, and I tried to look it up, but I couldn't because my brain couldn't register all the information that I was reading when, like, you're in active service and you are a suspect of murder. Like,
It's the same as being a cop.
yeah.
It's the same as being like a...
I would think, right?
You would think, yeah.
I mean, I could have looked more into it, but I was just like, too much. Now, during the time that he
¿Cómo?
was... too much.
Wow.
When he was with the military authorities, the investigators executed a search warrant for the McDonald's home in search of any further clues that would point them in Andreen's direction.
Yeah.
When they got to Andreen's car, they came upon a slew of suspicious items in the vehicle.
Not the slew.
A shovel,
What?
An
in
axe?
In her car.
an axe, like a hatchet type of thing,
Un pinche machete.
trash bags,
Uh-huh.
gloves, and gas cans.
I wonder what for.
I know. I don't know. Maybe they're going to go camping.
I don't think you need gas cans for camping.
Also in the garage, obviously, they have the big, trash bins, the ones that you take out to the curb. And when they were looking through the trash, encontraron un claw hammer.
It's always the fucking trash, dude. Always the trash.
And then encontraron también una ropa that appeared to have red stains on it. So they thought it was blood. Later, when tests were done on the claw hammer, it was determined that there was a presence of blood and DNA that belonged to Andreen, and that claw hammer was directly linked to what had happened to her and the reason why she was gone. Whatever, yeah.
All of that was determined from the claw hammer.
Yeah, because it had her DNA.
Okay. So, but they...
And blood.
But what if they just hit her?
So
They
where is
didn't-
she?
Pues sí, but I'm just saying, like, you didn't have to say that everything was already done. Like, they close the case.
No, they just linked that clamor to her.
The clamor.
The clamor to where she might have gone,
The clamor.
Claw hammer.
Not the clamor.
No,
Okay.
I combined the word. It's a new word. Inside the home, in a regular trash can, investigators ended up finding a receipt from Lowe's.
Es que no está tan... O sea, de tanto clearance que tiene...
Está bien pendejo.
Está bien estúpido.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing that this is where I think it's going.
Yeah.
Pero... Like he has so much fucking top secret clearance. Que
He doesn't have room for anything else.
He probably everything he has in there is just the
Top
password.
clearance.
No, it's just his password.
It's just,
That's it.
Yeah, top clearance
Yeah.
information.
Caldo de pollo 25.
Exclamation point. Todo, pero estaba rompido. El receipt. But they were able to put it together y miraron la
Ay, no
address.
mames.
No, they were just, tampoco no estaba así hecho tiritas.
I'm just
tampoco.
saying, like, anyway,
Tan
go
siquiera
ahead.
lo rompió
In half.
en half.
Y dejó
or
las
en
dos
cuatros,
piezas ahí.
En cuatro.
Y las dejó todas las piezas. Te digo, he had no room up here. Qué bueno, though. Qué bueno.
No,
Porque that's the
obviously.
reason why people get caught, because
Yes.
they're idiots.
So they, like I said, they were managed to get the address off of their receipt y fueron a Lowe's a
ver
buscar
la camera.
surveillance camera.
Ajá.
Right. And it showed, so once they were able to get it, it showed Andre purchasing the items that were found in Andreen's car the day after she had gone missing. All evidence that had been found pointed to Andre seemingly having something to do with Andreen being gone, or her up to then, or maybe her possible murder.
Not the muerto. I have a question, though. So you're saying that he purchased these items the day after she went missing.
So which is the first.
So the items were probably used beforehand?
No.
Or the day of?
We'll get to what
okay.
happened.
I was about to say, because that makes no sense. Okay, go ahead.
Nothing that had been found up to that point technically pointed to a murder because, she was still just a missing person, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Uh-huh.
On March 3rd, the military concluded Andre's mental evaluation. So they just kept him for like a day, right? Because se lo llevaron el segundo, el dos, y lo regresaron el tres, but they returned him back to like civil authorities.
So after they kind of like did
were done with
their
him.
Military like scan, por decir, or something, entonces ya lo regresaron a regular police.
Yeah,
Okay,
regular
okay.
police.
A la police.
And he was placed under arrest for tampering with evidence, not murder, based on the items that he had purchased the day after she had gone missing, after Andreen had gone missing.
Okay, because without a body, they can't say that
She
killed.
died. Yeah, he
okay,
killed her.
Okay.
Since Andreen still hadn't been found, one of the sheriffs that was, on the case, his name was Sheriff Salazar, he asked the public for help in finding her or to come forward if anybody had any information on her whereabouts, since it became obvious that they were not going to be able to get information from Andre because he wasn't talking. And the community did really come together for her. Like, there were hundreds and hundreds of volunteers. They searched over 100 miles, woods, just all over the city, just looking for her. I'm
That
telling
is
you,
so
people.
awesome. But I mean, also she did a lot for the community.
Yes.
So maybe like
And she was young. She was 29. She was a mother. Like, she just was doing so much. And
29, dude, I can't believe
Yeah,
it.
she was so young.
And she was a mom, like you said, and she had done so much in her
she was
life,
successful.
or like in her short amount of life,
Yes, 'cause
or
she
if
was
she's
so young,
hopefully still alive at that point. But I'm just saying, like, they probably just rallied together to help, and that's amazing. Well, that's something that we do in Texas anyway, but
Oh, I'm sure anywhere.
anywhere, yeah.
While the search for Andreen was ongoing, Andre was released on bond, and he did not
Of course he was.
he did not participate in any of the search parties and went straight into managing the home living business.
Oh, he just tried to act like nothing was wrong.
Time was going by, y nadie encontraba Andreen or any clues of where she could have gone. So with no other leads, investigators decided to look deep into the couple's relationship, right? Because obviously he might have been involved, so maybe there was something going on that they didn't know. So they found some very interesting things about the couple that looked like they had it all, but in reality, like we were saying earlier, was not even the case or close to it. Now, that night that the couple had argued, and, Andre had told them que si se habían peleado, si se habían agarrado de la greña.
Pero he went to the 7-Eleven.
Shell.
Oh, my bad.
He went to the gas station to cool off, and, what Andre didn't tell him was a conversation that they were arguing still over text while he was at the gas station.
So él dijo que he was cooling off, pero
Yeah.
ya no hablaron.
Yeah.
Pero they were still going at it en el teléfono. See, that's the shit
The
that
text
I would
messages,
do. Yeah,
yes.
I'm going to fuck you up
Now,
by myself because he wouldn't answer.
in the text exchange, Andre was accusing Andreen of being unfaithful.
Okay.
Now, in a text from Andreen to Andre, she said, quote, "If you bring up Aubin again, I will divorce you myself." End quote.
Aubin.
Another A.
Another A. All the A's.
Yeah.
That at this point, we're triple A in it.
Es que también me turbo con todas las A's,
Sí, no, sí está cabrón.
And Andre responded with, quote, "I don't care if you get a divorce. You brought Aubin into our life." So
Who the fuck is Aubin?
I was about to tell you, bro. Don't worry, brother. I got you. So who is Aubin, right? You might be wondering.
I might be wondering after I just asked who the fuck is that?
According to Mandy, which was Andreen's best friend from back home, Aubin was her ex-boyfriend.
Wait, how? If she was... Okay.
They had dated while she was still a teenager back in Jamaica.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the couple had recently rekindled their romance when Andreen went on a philanthropic trip to Jamaica in 2017.
Spell philanthropic.
Philanthropic. Philanthropic. So Aben was still living in Port Antonio.
And this is something that the best friend is the Andreen. Andreen is confirming.
Yes.
So she was saying, okay, yeah, she's dating him.
Yeah.
Cheating on her husband right now.
Right.
Okay.
The couple managed to keep their affair a secret up until the summer of 2018 when Andreen did something where she couldn't really hide that something was going on with someone else. You see, Andreen got a couple of new tattoos.
Oh, shit.
One of them was a rather large letter A on her hand.
I mean, A.
Right. You could say for A for Elena, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the second tattoo was a date.
Oh.
14/3/76 on her wrist.
She didn't give one fuck.
I'm assuming here that he asked her what were the tattoos about. And I'm not sure what her answer was or anything like that, but obviously he was not convinced,
he didn't believe her,
right,
yeah.
or satisfied with it because he began to like clickety-clack look around on the internet.
Estela, he has
Top secret clearance.
I mean,
security.
What else do you want? Why would you even try to hide that shit?
He probably just, yeah.
Yeah, like why would you even try to hide that shit?
Yeah.
Just say the truth. I would, yeah, man, whatever it is.
And doing his little top security clearance search that he got.
He found it.
He went through Andreen's social media, like he was on her profiles, not like logged in, but on her profiles, and he found a picture of Aben, who was laying out in full display with the same letter A que tenía su esposa, but it was on his chest, de Aben. La misma font, like the same size and shape y toda la cosa. So
on the chest.
On the chest. So he dug a little bit more on this Aben guy and found out that Aben's birthday was...
Oh, shit.
14/3/76.
I mean, she didn't even try. I mean, maybe she was like not trying to hide it.
And then Mandy was saying that, she asked Andreen, like, she said that it was just like an impulsive thing that she did about tattoos. And I guess she was just maybe caught up in the moment. They're like, hey, let's go get tattoos. Quien sabe?
I don't know, because I have tattoos and I've never been impulsive because them motherfuckers are expensive, first of all, and second of all, they hurt.
Pero ella tiene dinero.
True. Pero that's like something like, I'm going to have to go home with this shit.
Yeah, but it's nothing like, así fancy. It's just like a dark A. It was just like a dark A, así.
And that's my reason for being like, I don't know if...
But it's still on you, right?
Exactly.
So, quien sabe?
Crazy.
I'm not sure what the reason is.
I don't, to be honest.
But like you said, maybe she just didn't care.
She just didn't care.
Yeah.
I mean, and the fact that your husband is top flight motherfucking security, he is going to find out.
Yeah, he wasn't going to look past that,
she was going to
overlook
be
it,
able to
hide
get
it.
away with that,
right.
So
maybe she wanted to get caught and be like, maybe we could just, bust this thing while open and maybe we can separate or something. Quien sabe? I don't know. So... Obviously, when Andre found this thing out, he confronted her with the information that he had discovered and threatened her with divorce.
Why they keep threatening themselves with divorce? Just get a divorce. Is it because of the companies?
I don't know. So
money, probably, right?
He threatened her with divorce unless she cut off contact with Aben, covered her tattoos, and promised to never travel to Jamaica without him again. She agreed and covered up her tattoos, and... because like you were just saying, I don't think she wanted to lose what she had worked so hard for, right?
Fuck yeah. And at this point, I'm pretty sure they didn't sign a prenup or something. And so everything was going to have to go half-seas.
50, right.
So then, I mean, I'm just saying, I
don't know.
I've
right.
never looked that up or anything, you know. But I'm just saying, like, I can just imagine, like, the fact that she's like, shit, I just worked so hard for this. And maybe she just didn't, maybe it wasn't even like that much of a big deal, like the fling that she was having. Maybe she was just excited or something at that moment. Like you said, caught in the moment. And, maybe it wasn't even that important to her to lose her husband or her family.
And her family,
know? So, I mean...
But infidelity problems were not the only thing that the couple had been recently arguing about. They also had heated arguments about the business.
That I can see.
In WhatsApp messages between the both of them, they argued over who made their business happen.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
In a text, Andreen said, quote, Starlight Homes is my idea, my dream, and would not have happened without my drive, end quote.
Girl.
Now, a friend of the couple, Andrew Russell, I don't know if he was more friends with Andreen, but se juntaba con ellos, said that he had messages from Andreen diciéndole a él that the tensions were so high in the relationship and that someone was going to snap.
In what way?
Quién sabe. Andrew also relayed to investigators that things even turned physical between the two in 2018, which is when, Andre discovered that Andreen had been having an affair.
He says his hands on her.
So Andrew said that it was December, they were going to have a Christmas party in the McDonald's home. So the night before the Christmas party, he said that he walked into the kitchen and that they were kind of like wrestling or grappling on the floor, los dos.
What?
And that he was just like, okay, pero que el día siguiente, they were laughing about it.
So they were kind of joking, but not really.
Maybe.
Okay.
O a lo mejor, quién sabe.
Okay.
Now,
like whenever you play like the tortilla slap and you slap somebody with tortillas.
yeah, but I don't think grappling on the floor means...
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you're playing, but then you're really getting like hardcore
into
with
it.
the slaps.
Y le estás echando indirectas y le tiras un codo and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, pero,
Yeah,
but it's
but not really.
But not really. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
It's tortillas.
Yeah.
You know?
And también during Andre's 40th birthday, which was earlier in February, the couple was in good spirits. A lot of people said, they were laughing and thought that maybe things were on the mend for them. Like they were working through their issues, whatever they might have been. But it was then 13 days later that Andreen disappeared.
Okay.
So I guess, obviously, as we always say, things are not what they appear to be.
No.
It had been 133 days since Andreen had gone missing when her body was finally found.
Oh, shit.
On July 11th of 2019, at around 7:30 p.m., deputies were dispatched to a farmer's field where skeletal remains were found by Sir Clifton Clubundy.
Not Sir Clifton.
I call him Sir because he looked like a sir. Like, I have to call him Senor. Like, he was a cute little old man.
Such a fucking bomb-ass name.
Yeah.
Clifton? Clubundy?
Clubundy. I think that's how you say his last name.
Are you kidding me? That's bomb.
So
but
where she was found, it was 6 miles from their house.
it wasn't that far.
It wasn't that far. El Senor Clifton had taken his tractor out because they had told him, hey, there's a cow skull over here. So he was going to go look at it, go get it. And when he went, it was near a tree line of his property that he spotted another skull.
That wasn't a cow.
That wasn't a cow, and it was in front of the cow one. Now, so obviously investigators had gathered all this information. And then with Andreen's remains being found, Andre was
they were able to like quickly say that it was her.
Yes.
Okay.
Andre was arrested and charged with the murder of Andreen.
Oh, shit.
However, since Andreen's body had been out in the Texas elements for that.
Bitch, July?
July.
I was about to say, I'm surprised that it didn't like literally burn to nothing.
If she had been there all that time since March.
113 days?
Yeah.
And then,
33.
133.
Yeah.
Imagine like
La temporada está pinche lloviendo. It was in the middle of a field. Like, it's fucking hot.
There was no way for them, like, to...
They were...
I mean, they identified a body, but there was no way
it was just her remains.
There's no way, yeah.
Now... The medical examiner wasn't able to determine her or specify her cause of death, which was not in the prosecution's favor, right? Because they want a cause of death.
Yeah.
Despite any evidence that they had gathered, how were they going to be able to tell how she died?
Yeah, if she got hit with the claw, did she there were so many things that could have happened.
Right.
But yeah.
Now, Andre pleaded not guilty to Andreen's murder. And he had like a really good defense team. Pues, tenía dinero el güey.
Bitch.
Who were some of the top defense lawyers in San Antonio.
I'm not surprised.
And according to them, they didn't think that Andre had killed Andreen due to jealousy like the prosecution was presenting.
Mm-hmm.
According to the prosecution, Andre felt emasculated by Andreen and her success and her drive, and he felt jealous of that. But again, his defense were like, that's not even close to what actually happened. He was successful in his own way, especially in his military career. He had fucking top secret clearance,
top flight security, and he had the best fucking password in his head.
Yes, and that's all he had.
That's all.
So,
which I can see how they can say that,
right?
But I think that in the overall, seeing the case overall, I think that they should have taken at least in consideration everything else that people were like, hey, they had some stuff going on. You know?
Andre was released on bond again and was under house arrest from April 2021 up until his trial was set to begin in January of 2023. So todo ese tiempo he was under house arrest.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So up to this point, he had literally not uttered not one word about anything related to Andreen or what might have happened.
And he did the right thing, though. He was like, I'm going to behave and I'm going to stay right here.
But on the day before trial was supposed to start, he finally explained his side of events to his mom, Jackie, and Andreen's mother and sister. Jackie, his...
sister, mother-in-law.
No, Jackie, su mom. So then la mom le habló a la suegra.
A la consuegra.
En la sister y les puso on speakerphone y él les contó todo según lo que pasó esa noche y que fue un accidente.
Okay, wait a minute. There's a lot to unpack there. So you're telling me que se esperó hasta el día antes del trial para decir, girl, whatever.
So obviously his defense team were like, bro, we had no idea he was going to do that.
Oh,
So they had to rework their approach,
last minute.
To the case,
Pero ¿qué dijo el compa?
You're going to find out. During the trial, Andre was the defense's only witness. And he testified about the events that led to the accidental death of Andreen, according to him. And again, trigger warning for domestic violence here for the next minute. So he described the night of February 28th, 2019, and went on to say that when they were at the H&R Block or whatever have you, he learned that Andreen had started a business without him a year prior.
A whole year?
A whole year prior.
I can see that. Okay.
Without his knowledge, right? And to him, he said,
How is he not knowing this? He's... Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so he had no idea until they went to...
I was about to say, that's crazy. Like a whole ass year of a business and you have no idea. Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, me estaba robando. That's how I took it. And so they thought about it on that day, that por eso se habían agarrado de la greña on the way home.
Okay.
And at the house, and then he left to cool off, at the Shell, blah, 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 which we already know was confirmed y toda la cosa. Mm-hmm. They continued to argue over text, which we already know too. When he got home, he brought up the possibility of divorce and told Andreen that they should split the business down the middle. Mm-hmm. Y que eso a ella no le pareció, and she became really irate. And at this point,
the new business or the old one?
The assisted home living. I have no idea what the new business was or nada que ver.
Okay.
So maybe he meant all the businesses.
All the businesses. Well, yeah, because that's what's going to happen if you get a divorce. Yeah. Okay.
So at this point, I guess he was in their bedroom. Y cuando ella se frustró, she didn't like that he said that. Mm-hmm. According to him, remember, this is all according to him. We don't know.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Ella went into the room and she confronted him. And when he turned around, he said que nomás la vio and she was all up in his face y que le escupió.
Not all up in the face.
So he said that he grabbed her, la agarró de la cabeza and, grabbed her head. Y ahí no sé si se dieron como unos cabezazos. And he said that...
Not the cabezazos.
Something like that. Because he said that they kind of in the scuffle, se vio que ella se cortó la cara. So... They separated from the scuffle, toda la cosa, and she ran to the bathroom y vio que she was bleeding from her face and that set her off more and that she attacked him. She started throwing punches, and he said that he was trying to duck the punches, that he managed to grab her and trip her, and she fell to the ground, and when she fell to the ground, he kicked her 2 times. He said that by the second time that he kicked her, she said that he heard wheezing coming from her. Like she was wheezing, and at the same time, in the background, he started hearing footsteps. So he said que se dio cuenta that they were Elena's footsteps. So he said that he panicked and he exited the room and he went and grabbed Elena and he tried to put her to bed. So se tardó un poquito ahí con Elena. About 30 minutes later, he came back y que Andreen ya estaba muerta. That's what he said. Now, he freaked out. Todo sacado de onda y toda la cosa. So he took Andreen's body to the field where she was later found, stripped her naked, and left her there. He returned home and burnt her clothing and the random black patch.
With the zipper.
With the zipper in the backyard. It was her blouse zipper. So that's what, according to him, happened that night.
But why was there blood?
We're about to get there. So during cross-examination, one of the prosecutors asked him if he ever thought about calling 911 after he had found Andreen dead. And he said, quote, "I never call anybody to revive a dead person," end quote.
What?
He said that his only thought about he didn't think about calling 911 ni nada que ver. His only thought was getting her out of there para que no la mirara la niña. So she was like, I just gotta act quickly.
I mean, pero you couldn't like at least call for help? I mean,
no, because she was
wheezing.
dead.
She was still.
No, he's talking about after he came back that she was.
I mean, but at the moment, if he hits her and she's wheezing, she's still breathing, right? I'm just saying. I don't know. I've never killed anybody, thank God,
or kicked
anybody that hard. But I'm just saying, like, bro, if she's breathing, then you're like, and the little girl is coming, be like, okay, yeah, I'll be right there. Go drop her, and then get some help. Like, call somebody. Hey, text somebody. Can you call the ambulance? We had an accident or something. Yeah. Pero no.
Now, the prosecution called to the stand Dr. James Figg, a forensic pathologist who testified that her remains had severe injuries that were consistent with being struck with a blunt object. Her remains also had a fractured spinal cord, a broken rib, and a split jaw. As we already knew, he could also not determine what caused her death, but classified her death as a homicidal violence, including blunt force trauma.
Because of the claw hammer, right?
So what Andre stated on the stand that happened didn't match the evidence that was found in the home, right? Mm-hmm. Like the claw hammer that had her DNA. Like, how did her blood get on the claw hammer? And then the injuries that she sustained,
and
right?
And then there was clothes with blood.
Right.
But he said that he took her clothes off and then burned it?
Yeah, so those clothes were his that were found in the trash can.
Pero he didn't burn his?
No.
That had blood on it?
Por eso estaba diciendo, tiene todo, nomás tiene su pinche password en la cabeza y todo lo demás.
Tiene una pinche puta neurona ahí.
So to this, he testified that when investigators finished searching his house, like the first day kid, he was so pissed off at her about what was going on now that she had died or he had killed her. And he was so pissed off that police were in his house searching and he was now under investigation that he went back to the field with the hammer and a can of gasoline. So he poured it on her and set her on fire. When the flames subsided, he then grabbed the claw hammer and hit the corpse.
That makes no sense.
And blamed her for everything that was happening now.
Even though you killed... Okay, that makes no sense. I'm mad.
The defense then shifted the focus of the trial by pointing out that Andre, when he killed Andreen accidentally, was acting in self-defense since he was scared of his wife. Now, like I said, Andreen was very fit.
Yeah.
So they played videos. She was taller than him. They played videos that she was giving him piggyback rides. And when she was a power lifter. So there's videos of her lifting 300 pounds. So when she attacked him, he was in fear for his life. So he just reacted and killed her accidentally.
Okay.
Now, after 6 days of testimonies, it was time for the jury to deliberate. After about 11 hours of deliberation, they sent a note to the judge informing him that they were deadlocked. So they had to decide if Andre was guilty of murder, of manslaughter, or not guilty by self-defense, right? So not guilty by self-defense was out of the equation because none of the 12 jury members believed that was the case for this case. So it was either guilty of murder, which carried a life sentence, or manslaughter, which was up to 20 years in prison.
And not only that, but it's also, isn't there going to be a charge for like, what do they do when they do something to the corpse?
No, he did. It was going to be tampering with evidence.
Yes, tampering with evidence. Yeah.
So they couldn't agree on whether he murdered her intentionally or had recklessly killed her.
Pero de que la mató.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It's just what the sentences are, right? So some jurors believe that by leaving her on the floor and not administering aid, he murdered her intentionally.
Yeah. He wanted her to die after he heard her wheezing.
But some of the jurors, that's what they were complaining. They're like, well, I've kicked people, but I've never intended to kill them. I never thought they were going to die. Because you know how they say when you kick somebody in the right place, se mueren?
Which is fine. But at the same time, we're going back to the same thing. He was out. He hit himself. He even said himself that they were going back and forth and they were fighting.
Right.
So in that moment, let's say he was trying to defend himself, but he was trying to kill her. Like he was trying to make sure that she did not get back up. Like he was trying to get rid of her, right?
I think they were just fighting. I didn't think that was at that point he was thinking, I got to kill her. I don't think he was thinking that.
Okay.
So 9 jurors were for manslaughter because he didn't know that by kicking her, she was going to die. And also there wasn't much evidence that really pointed to him being guilty of murder, intentionally kicking her.
And how do they know that she died from the kick?
They don't. That's the thing.
Exactly.
So, and they also only had his versions of events to go by. She wasn't here to tell her side of the story, you know? Now he also like literally said that he went back and kicked her.
And then burnt her.
Yes.
And then beat her with something and left her naked.
Right.
So.
But that she was, that was to the corpse. That wasn't her. You know what I mean?
But okay. You're right. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just like, that's just ridiculous to me because it's like you were that out. He said it himself. He was mad because the police was fucking with him at that time. And that's why it makes no sense. Okay, go ahead.
So it was 3 jury members who were for murder and the rest for manslaughter. And none were changing their minds. Like one couldn't convince the other to, change their minds. So the judge invoked an Allen charge, which urged the holdout jurors to reconsider the evidence and reach a unanimous decision. Mm-hmm. So it took 1 more hour of deliberation and there was a final verdict. Andreen McDonald was found guilty of manslaughter and sentenced to 20 years in prison, plus 5 years for tampering with evidence. Mm-hmm. He is eligible for parole after 7.5 years.
Of course.
So he appealed his convictions and they were denied just recently in August of 2024. Now, Andreen's family ended up filing a wrongful death lawsuit against Andre, and they were actually awarded $210 million.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, explain that again?
They were awarded $210 million.
Because were they suing? Him? Mm-hmm. Or the state?
No, him civilly, like a civil lawsuit.
Civil?
Yeah, like a wrongful death lawsuit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So obviously Elena is being raised by more like La Mom, de Andreen, and his sister Cindy. Now, like a little completely like side note, but eerily similar case that I found when I was looking up information about Andre's family or like his parents. So his dad, he went by Everton McDonald, but he was known as Beachy Stout.
Okay, Beachy Stout. I like that.
He was charged también
What?
with the 2009 murder of his ex-wife, Marlene, and the 2020 murder of his second wife, Tanya.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. So Tanya, his second wife, her body was found with several stab wounds, had been partially burned, and had her throat slashed.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is fucking crazy.
And Beachy Stout was like a prominent business person back in Port Antonio.
What the hell?
And it reminded me so much because esta Andreen also was burned.
I know.
And
that's
so
crazy.
was his second wife had been stabbed, burned, and her throat has been slashed. So when I was kind of like briefly looking over it, he had hired somebody to do it for him.
Wow.
And so he was actually...
That's like you said, eerie. That's real eerie.
He was found guilty of Tanya's murder and was sentenced to life in prison. And he would be eligible for parole after 28 years and 11 months. Not the 11 months, but I just thought that was weird.
Wow, that is...
And that's the case of Andreen McDonald.
I don't even know. Like, where do you go from here? That is crazy. Like, you could have just... I always say, just go your separate ways. Like, I know it's hard, but, like you said, there's money involved and there's a lot of stuff involved. But everybody could just be happy on their own. And what is her name again? I keep fucking... Andreen. She could have gone with Abu, whatever his name was. Abin. And gone her own life. And, what's her face could have... And then at the same time, there was so much, like, animosity, like, between them. Like,
a lot of tension, como había dicho el amigo Andrew.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just feel like that is... What? Oh, okay. That is just some crazy shit. So let us know what you think. If you would like to follow us on Instagram, we are at
Cafecito and Crime Pod. And if you would like to download our episodes, leave us a review and or rate us. We would really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween skis. Bye.